Well, the sea has been important in my life, part of my life, since the earliest childhood. I can remember walking into the sea, probably at Frinton, where my mother used to take me. Very respectable place, Frinton, very polite. And talking to the sea as if it were a friend, just talking and talking and talking. I mean, God knows what I said, but I talked and talked to the sea as if it were a friend. And then it crashed back into my life on November the 30th, 2002. I remember this very precisely, because I was here in Suffolk and I'd driven to the sea that morning, and there was a storm raging, across the water, wind, lashing waves, the lot, and it was hugely exciting. And back in the studio, I was actually painting a portrait from memory of a London beggar on a little canvas, 12 by 10 inches. And being a bit slow coming from Suffolk, I suddenly asked myself in the middle of the afternoon what I was doing, painting this beggar from memory, when the storm was still crashing through all the land outside, the trees, and it was hugely exciting. So I painted directly on top of that first little canvas my memory of that morning storm, and that was the first of my North Sea paintings. So, but now you see, I listen. As a toddler, I talked to the sea, but now I'm quite in awe of the sea, and I listen to the sea, and I think in the best of the paintings, people have said they can hear the sea in the paintings, in the paint, and in the sculpture, which is good. Well, the opposite end of the town of Aldborough is a long, long spit of land that goes to the Martello Tower, where there used once upon a time to be the village of Slawden, which Benjamin Britten's Peter Grimes is placed in Slawden, which is now under the sea. And there's a long spit of land, and very early in the morning you see that the sea is to your left as you approach the Martello Tower, and the marsh is on the right. And it's like the edge of the world. I mean, I think the sea is in all of us because we're an island race. And I mean, great battles, I think have been pretty good at them if they're at sea. And I think the sea is inside us. And people, the subtitle of Scallop is a conversation with the sea. And I think most people talk to the sea. I think, most people think the timeless nature of it makes, and that's, the constant horizon with the waves moving along the horizon as far as you can see. You're bound to sort of be talking to yourself about the big things of life and death and the rest of it, and the fact that the sea's always moving, and changing the whole time from minute to minute, and whether it's raging and raging like that first storm, or somebody told me that Aeschylus likened the waves breaking to it's very difficult to say, unnumberable laughterings. And if you shut your eyes, you can hear it, when it's more gentle, laughing away each time, this continuous thing, laughing away. And so I go each morning and draw the sea in the sketchbook in an old-fashioned kind of way to get back into the rhythm of it each day. And of course its moods are huge and various, and I keep quiet. I certainly don't talk. I let it speak to me. The coast, the bits of coast that are as yet pure, if you like, and unadulterated by man, should be kept. I mean, if developers and holiday home builders and the rest of it are allowed to sort of let rip, I mean, everything we know of the sea and the huge meaning it has for people is going to be disappear. I am a National Trust member, although, of course, whenever I get to a National Trust member, I fumble away and quite often can't find my membership card, so I pay, but I certainly am. I think they do a huge amount of good. It's a sort of civilized setup, it seems to me, that they want, the National Trust is to to preserve things, against the golf courses, against the, the jolly little homes and the rest of it, because soon there would be nothing left. I mean, if the National Trust wasn't doing its job, which it does, very little of our history would be left. Well, as the sea has taken me over completely as my subject, I'm passionately for it. I mean, the sea is, eroding, particularly this bit of East Anglia. I go in the morning. I mean, it's amazing how quickly, when Scallop was first installed on Aldborough Beach, it was far closer to the sea. But because of the movement of the water, the erosion, it's now a little bit further from the sea, and places like Walberswick was always very sandy. People always went there on holiday for the sand for the children. And that's become all shingle, and then sand has turned up at Sizewell. And this is constantly. The power of those waves when they are at it is, of course, terrifying. I mean, it is exciting, it's very beautiful, but it's terrifying, and it is eating our bit of coast away. Oh, very definitely. I mean, without the shadow of a doubt, because something has to be done about these developers, and I'm sure there will be more and more very boring golf courses, and little holiday homes, and it's sort of things that are anti-beauty. I mean, beauty is perhaps a rather embarrassing word, but it shouldn't be. I mean, I think the greatest works of art, however aggressive they may be, are very beautiful. I mean, I find the work of Francis Bacon, for instance, very beautiful. I mean, the work of Van Gogh is that, the life in every mark that is made is life enhancing, which makes it beautiful. And I think the preservation of what beauty we have left is fantastically important, because food feeds the stomach, but art or a beautiful landscape feeds the spirit, and we all need that, and it's the end of the world if we can't preserve it.